Anxiety disorders, stress, and mental health issues are no rare occurrence in the current society we live in. Depression and sleeping disorders are a common occurrence amongst much more. We find our thoughts and emotions often being hijacked by inner demons that we cannot identify, yet even understand. That lost feeling that so many of us know as well as good as any old friend. A feeling that likes to outstay its welcome. The world's current mental health crisis is only growing, and it will continue to do so unless we take the time to work on ourselves. But we must know what enemy it is that we're fighting. When you can identify the inner demons, we can identify the tools needed for the job. The great thinkers and philosophers of the past were truly talented when it came to identifying our inner darkness, whether they are aware of it or not. It's a talent reserved for the rarest type of minds. And of course, none of these people were necessarily right. It's always open to interpretation, but none of them were wrong either. And as we find with all existence in the universe, a recurring theme of balance is always present. Good and evil, right and wrong, us and them and us. Today I would like to talk to you about the wisdom of Lao Tzu, the great Eastern philosopher who is generally credited with founding the religious and philosophical movement of Taoism, and writing the Tao Te Ching, a work that is central to Chinese culture and has been influential on Eastern religions and philosophies throughout history. This great thinker is somewhat shrouded in mystery. Some have debated whether he really ever existed, that his wisdom is just a cocktail of Eastern teachings from multiple authors. We cannot be sure. Chinese folklore talks of Tzu becoming an immortal hermit whose location is now unknown. Others say he became the Buddha and further passed his teachings onto the people of Asia. Whatever the case, Taoism is a movement that has been incredibly beneficial to millions of people throughout history, and still can be today. So, what is Taoism? Well, the word Tao literally translates into way. Lao Tzu explains that the Tao is a natural underlying order of the universe, something that all living things must flow with. Something that cannot be articulated and takes on a more spiritual form, a common occurrence in Eastern philosophy. Ultimately, Taoism teaches that people and animals live in accordance with the Tao, to flow with the Tao, to flow with whatever is thrown our way. Some would argue that the teachings of Taoism closely reflect those of the now ever popular Stoic philosophers, such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. Lao Tzu lectures us on an overall theme of bending, but not breaking, standing firm amongst powerful forces, but letting them be. Bend, and you will be whole. Curl, and you will be straight. Keep empty, and you will be filled. Grow old, and you will be renewed. Have little, and you will gain. Have much, and you will be confused. He comments on water and its capabilities, an analogy the great martial artist and movie star Bruce Lee was no doubt inspired by. Water is the softest thing, yet it can penetrate mountains and earth. This shows clearly the principles of softness overcoming hardness. Taoism features a basic code of ethics, 5 precepts. No killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no false speech, no taking intoxicants. It's often debated that these may have changed over time as they bear a significant similarity to the precepts of Buddhism. As with many Eastern philosophies, balance is the prominent teaching in Taoism, understanding the law and unity of two opposite forces. As I discussed earlier, there is no good without evil, or light without dark, as we see depicted in the famous yin and yang image. Understanding that you will find peace in living and acting in accordance with nature, and partaking in a compassionate existence. This is a desirable outcome for most of us. I believe we all live a pleasurable life when we are at peace with our surroundings with a smile on our face. But our inner demons are always knocking on the door, always ready for a battle. This is where Taoism can really help us in modern life. We can all reach an understanding with our negative experiences. We can let them pass by learn from them, but not hold on to them. No good comes from holding a heavy weight for extended periods, and we all know this deep down. And of course, enjoy every small joy in our life, from the air we breathe to the food we eat and the company we keep. It's very easy to desire more and wish we could experience or have things that are out of reach. But we must understand that our life alone is high amongst the riches of the universe. We must accept that we will face malevolence at points in our existence, so we must learn to flow with everything, the good and the bad. Please let me know how you get on with this practice of balance and free-flowing. I'd love to hear your experiences. So leave a comment. Speak soon, friends.